Every time people hear about some kind of emergency, it turns out they would never have let that happen. And if they had, they would surely have known exactly what to do to survive. Ask anyone. Practically everyone knows how to resuscitate a drowning victim, put out a fire, ground electrical wires, and tell poisonous mushrooms from edible ones. Yet we regularly see reports of people who drowned, burned, or were poisoned. How do you explain that? There are those who want to know more, and that is exactly why I put this together. These are the rules you need to know to survive in any conditions. Rule number 1, the rule of 3. This rule shows the average human survival thresholds under different conditions. A person can last without air for exactly 3 minutes before losing consciousness. Without food, 3 weeks. Though in a critical situation, the body adapts and can sometimes go without food for an entire month. Without water, just 3 days, after which life-threatening dehydration sets in. This rule helps you understand how much time you have and how to prioritize what matters most. Air is the most basic need of any living organism, yet it gets surprisingly little attention. If someone is buried in an avalanche, a landslide, or underwater, the natural instinct is an immediate drive toward air. The only advice here: avoid situations where oxygen is cut off. Be cautious in areas prone to avalanches and landslides, and stay away from enclosed spaces, pits, and caves. Water. Even if you were lucky enough to bring a couple of liters, you should immediately set up water collection and figure out how to filter and boil what you have. Collection takes time, so start as early as possible. Some plants are edible only during certain seasons or at specific stages of growth. Others have nearly identical poisonous lookalikes. Some animals carry diseases you will not be able to identify, and that can be fatal. Foraging, plant identification, trapping animals, cooking. These are advanced skills that, when used incorrectly, can lead to illness or death. Rule number 2, count the days. To stay alert and maintain a reasonably stable mental state, you must track how many days have passed. If you stop doing this, your brain will start playing tricks on you. Hallucinations and other disturbances will not be far behind. If you find this content useful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That is the best motivation for me to keep making more materials like this for you. Rule number 3, find shelter. In an extreme situation, finding or building shelter is critical for protection from wind, cold, and moisture. Every terrain has its own shelter types, but there are universal principles that apply anywhere. If you are caught in bad weather, injured, or exhausted, any natural shelter will do. A depression in the ground with a small wall of soil or rocks built around it works well. Even in warm, dry climates, do not assume you will not need shelter. Temperatures can drop significantly at night, and weather is unpredictable everywhere. Shelter also protects you from unexpected dangers and wildlife. Snakes, for example, are attracted to the warmth of the human body. They have been known to crawl into the sleeping bags of campers who bedded down without any cover. Choosing the right location matters enormously. A mistake here means building all over again, wasting energy and time you cannot afford to lose. Never choose a site late in the evening after a long day of travel. You are too tired to make a sound decision. Weather conditions generally determine your location choice. In cold climates, low-lying areas are colder and windier at night, so aim to build on a sunny slope and use as much insulating material as possible. In the desert, your shelter needs to protect you from both the daytime heat and the nighttime cold. In warm climates, build to take advantage of a cooling breeze while protecting yourself from dust and debris. Do not build near storm drainage paths, flood-prone areas, or places where mud collects. If there are a lot of flying insects near camp, position yourself so the breeze blows through. Avoid setting up near standing water. It attracts mosquitoes, wasps, bees, and hornets. Check for ant hills and wasp nests in nearby trees. Stay away from dead, dry trees. They can fall in a sudden gust, and they may house wild bees, wasps, ants, and termites. Natural shelters are everywhere if you know what to look for. A fallen tree trunk or a tree snapped close to the ground can become your best friend out there. Pile spruce branches and leaves on top, and you've got yourself a solid windbreak. Look for natural dips in the ground, crevices, and hollow spots. They block the wind beautifully. Just make sure to dig a small drainage trench around them so rainwater flows away from you, not towards you. Got boulders nearby? Pack the gaps between them with clay or peat, and you have instant walls. And if you're lucky enough to find a cave in a hillside or cliff, use it. Build a small windbreak wall at the entrance from rocks or peat bricks, and you've just upgraded your shelter significantly. One critical rule if you build a fire inside a cave: place it deep inside, never near the entrance. If you put it by the door, the smoke will be pulled inward and you will suffocate. Don't make that mistake. Here is your shelter checklist. You need protection from cold, wind, insects, snow, moisture, and heat. Keep your shelter dry at all times. Dig drainage around it. Make sure air can circulate, especially if you are cooking inside. And just as important, know where not to build. Never set up in a deep hollow or valley bottom. It is damp in summer and brutally cold in winter. Stay away from gullies and ravines leading to water. That is where animals walk to drink, and you do not want that traffic near your camp. Avoid trees with wasp nests and dead, dry trees. They fall without warning. Never camp on top of a hill exposed to open wind. Avoid slopes with underground cavities. The ground stays wet, and never, ever shelter under a lone tree during a thunderstorm. It is a lightning rod. Rule number 4, mark your trail. Your memory will betray you in a survival situation. Do not trust it. Mark your route as you move. Notch trees, stack small rocks, tie strips of cloth to branches. Whatever it takes so you can find your way back without having to think twice. Rule number 5, stop wasting energy. Breathe through your nose. This one sounds almost too simple, but it matters enormously. Breathing through your mouth burns significantly more energy and causes your body to lose moisture, something you cannot afford in a survival situation. Train yourself to breathe through your nose at all times. Every breath through your mouth is energy and water you are throwing away. Rule number 6, stay dry, stay warm. When it is freezing outside and you get wet, your body loses heat up to 20 times faster than normal. 20 times. That is not a number you want to ignore. If you absolutely must get wet for any reason, take your clothes off first and leave them somewhere dry. Do not get dressed again until your body has fully dried. To speed up the process, roll in dry snow. It pulls the excess moisture right off your skin. Then get dressed fast and get a fire going immediately. Every second counts when your core temperature starts dropping. Have you ever had to find shelter or survive outdoors in an unexpected situation? What was the first skill that actually saved you, or the one you wish you had known? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Rule number 7, no water, no food. The more you eat, the more water your body will demand. Before eating anything, make sure you have at least some water available. Without it, eating can accelerate your death rather than prevent it. Rule number 8, never eat it raw. Never eat raw food. Do not risk your digestive system. To avoid illness and diarrhea, Always cook or fry any animals, insects, or found food that has started to spoil. Always filter and boil water. Food poisoning in a survival situation is effectively a death sentence. Rule number 9. Eat just enough to keep moving. Eat just enough to keep moving forward. Do not overeat. It is harmful to maintaining a steady energy level and keeping your body functioning properly. Now you know the rules that can help you survive in almost any conditions. Stay safe, and hopefully, you will never have to put any of this to the test. If this video was useful to you, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Every like helps this content reach the people who truly need it. Stay prepared, and see you in the next one.